y'all doing? This is the You Look Awesome platform. Happy New Year and everything. I've been getting a lot of requests for for me to critique the movie The Color Purple, directed by Blitz Bazawal and directed by Steven Spielberg and Quincy Jones. The Color Purple is a 2023 American coming-of-age musical period drama film directed by Blitz. His name is Blitz. Wow. Marcus Gardley's screenplay is based on the stage musical of the same name, which in turn is based on the 1982 novel of the same name by Alice Walker. So Alice Walker made a book named The Color Purple, and then Steven Spielberg and Quincy Jones directed and produced this movie in 1985, which was a book in 1982. So this movie came from a book by Alice Walker. Who is Alice Walker? Let's see. Alice Walker. Alice Mal Senior Tallulah Kate Walker. She was born in 1944. She is an American novelist, short story writer, poet, and social activist. So that's her. She the one came out with the book. And the movie stars Taraji P. Henson, Daniel Brooks, Coleman Domingo, Corey Hawkins, H-E-R, Haley Bailey, Felicia, Pearl Impasi, and Fantasia Barrino. Okay, the cinematography was by Dan Lustsen. Yeah, okay. Let's get into it. It was released November 20th, 2023. In London, it was shot in London. I don't know what this is on my face. Something get on my face. Something in the air, something. It was shot in London and in the United States. Yeah. Yo, it's a movie about the struggles of women during the 19, I say about the first century 1900s, maybe the end of 1800s. Because it's during the 1900s or something. It had to been back a while, because it was about a black man marrying a teenager, and a teenager getting pregnant by her mother's boyfriend. She got a girl. A girl gets pregnant by her mother's boyfriend, and he doesn't go to jail. He doesn't tell. She doesn't tell, and for some reason, he doesn't die in jail. He ends up dying when she's like old. So she ends up having the baby by a man that's her mother's boyfriend, and you don't see her mother in the movie. Like the Seeley character, you don't see her mother, but you see the man that's supposed to be her father that got her pregnant. And I don't know where Alice Walker got these ideas. Was this living? Was this something that she went through, or somebody she know went through, or did she just make this up? Cause that's pretty crazy for one. That's a nightmare for one young lady to go through. One teenager to go through. Yeah, and she gets pregnant by the little girl gets pregnant by her daddy, and she marries an older man, and she has children with him, and she doesn't, and and he buys the husband. The husband buys the little girl from the daddy that got her pregnant. He buys her or something like that. But it had been back in the 1900s when black folks didn't have no laws. When black folks didn't know about the law, didn't understand the law, wasn't told nothing about the law, and just didn't know how to do things when they was obviously when they was obviously uh, what's the word I'm looking for, when somebody does something to you that's illegal, and when they obviously don't know what to do when somebody did something to them that's illegal. And because back in them days, black folks, African Americans, or whatever you want to call dark skinned hue people, whatever you want to call them, they didn't know they was 3/5 of a person, So by American standards, those people were considered, even though they were considered animals, they were considered half of a person. They couldn't vote. Back in them days, they couldn't vote, and I'm not really sure where this story took place because it was snowing. They had a time when they was in snow, so I'm thinking the movie was maybe supposed to be portrayed to be in South Carolina or something like that, or maybe Tennessee. I wouldn't say Tennessee. I say like South Carolina, North Carolina, or something like that. Maybe Philadelphia. Maybe Maryland or something like that. Somewhere in those parts, or it could be somewhere even farther north, because there was snow, and I remember seeing snow in the movie. So the movie was pretty good. It is except for the part when they talk about and it's a musical, so it was good except for the part when you understand that black people had it rough even after slavery. Even a couple of years after slavery, black women had it even rougher in this movie. It seems like black women had it pretty rough. And it's a good movie. I give it a thumbs up. Y'all need to go see